I've been talking about this all day while shooting our State of DCA report, our previous video here. The day has finally come. The moment has finally come. The more salt, the better. That's the best way to get a salted pretzel. Outstanding. Woo. And a Pacifico. Thank you very much. Just about the perfect way to start our evening. It's about 5 minutes to showtime. About 5 minutes till that 8 o'clock bell hits, and we've got 2 hours to see what we can get accomplished here in this park. But we're getting off to this start. Pretzel and beer here at the Paradise Bay. Outstanding. It's 8 o'clock. We've got 2 hours left in our evening to close DCA. I'm gonna finish this beer right now, and then we're gonna hit the park and see what we can't get done in these last 2 hours. Let's go, Fresh Bake. First thing we gotta do is take a look at the tip board. Not a lot of action here at DCA. We got Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout at 2 hours presently. I'm gonna try to save that for the end of the night. I don't know if it's gonna work. If it's still another hour when we get there, then we may not get on there. Emotional Woman 20, Jesse's 5, Jellyfish 15. Let's see, a lot of walk-ons there for the smaller attractions. But notice, wait, where was Goofy? Goofy Sky School closed. So that's one off the possible list. Let's see. Maters, we can go back there. I'm going to do Radiator Springs Racers. Oh, Monsters Inc. at 20 minutes. That's nice. Radiator Springs is 70. We're going to be checking in with that attraction later on to see how that looks at the end of the night. Soarin' 45. Toy Story 50. That's where we are right now. We'll stop that. I wonder. We've got 2 hours. It's 8:03. There's no lightning lane. That looks nice. That doesn't look too bad. I think we're gonna get into this queue right now. I don't think it's 50. I think it's 30. Let's get going. Let's do this. Let's start. Starting the clock, yeah. Posted, 50. But it does not look like 50 to me. I think the idea here is a bigger attraction, a smaller one, and then go check out what Radiator Springs Racers looks like. I'm hoping to get, we can go single rider, but I really want to see how that standby queue is at like 9 or 9:30. If we can get into standby and finish Radiator Springs Racers just prior to 10 o'clock, let's say 9:50, the goal is 9:50, then it takes us about five minutes or so to walk around from Radiator Springs Racers to Mission Breakout and get into Mission Breakout just prior to 10. That's the goal. So we gotta do the math. We gotta figure out, how do I get myself into the Radiator Springs Racers queue so that we're done by 9:50. We're gonna have to think about that. And that is 8 minutes to the door into the interior queue. That's not bad. So I figure 8 minutes here, 4, 8, 12, 16 minutes. 16 minutes. We go 4 minutes per switchback. We're 16 minutes in here. 4 minutes is probably conservative. That gets us into the final stretch, the mix point at 24 minutes. 5 minutes to the vehicle. We're 30 minutes. 10:50. That's 2.5 minutes for the first switchback, so we're well ahead of schedule. Well, that got worse real fast. 2.5 minutes on the first lap. The second lap, or the second switchback, this one right here, the one we just finished, took 9 minutes. So we're now at 11 minutes total. That's 5.5 minutes per lap, or per switchback. Most undoubtedly, some lightning lanes showed up back there. Back on track, 22 minutes. So we're now at 8:14. That's 3. That's now we're on a 5-minute clip. A 5-minute clip per switchback. If we can get to the door by 27 minutes, I'm going to feel pretty good about things. One thing I'm sure of is not 50 minutes. This will be closer to 30, 35. Awesome. Is it happening? It's happening. What? It happened. Guys, we made a huge recovery there at 25 minutes, just under 25. So it was 17 minutes in the covered area. I had estimated 16, so that went really well. Those last two switchbacks, and we're like 3 or 4 minutes to our vehicle from this point. Yes. There we go, 30 minutes. I called it. I feel like I should get another beer for that. That's the deal, right? That's good. So what I have to do is hold the camera and the the gun with the same hand like this, and then just the camera goes kinda. So if you ever wonder how I do this, that's how I do it. So I fire with the right hand and hold the camera and the gun with the left hand.
Listen up, everybody. Shoot as much as you want.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Down the animals.
Fire! I forget what the, yeah, I gotta go for the
Box out of the hen house.
the ones with the 700. I think that's the goal. Get that horse up there. Oh no! I have no idea. Ah! I missed the Mises. There were thousands up there. We're at 27,000. I can't remember what my high score is. I want to say it's in the 200s. All right.
Oh, carpets are worth more.
Let the screen go back in. That's pretty cool.
Oh, was that a 5,000? Was that a 5,000? Holy heck. Is that a 10,000? Oh my gosh. Or is that a 500? I can't see. I'm not wearing my glasses. I've got 45,100, so those were not 10,000 or 5,000. They were 500, I think. Okay. I feel dumb now. All right, where were we? Where's the bonus? There we go. 1,000. Flying plates. I'm not doing very well here, I don't think.
4, 3, 2, 1.
75,700 so far. Oh, I hate this one. My least favorite. Ah! I got the jetpack!
120 now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rings down, people.
110,800.
Mission complete.
I don't think I'm gonna make it. Rootin' tootin', let's go! Thank you. That's very helpful advice. Thank you. That's it? Damn it.
Hold on a moment, folks.
125,400. There we go. Oh. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Oh, I got a 2,000. That's pretty good. Oh, yes, yes. I got another 2,000. All right. Oh, 7,000. Oh my God. I want to say that my best score is something like 220. There was targets up there. Okay, how'd we do? All right, hey, that's not bad. I'll take 212,870. There we go. Best in vehicle, although I don't know if there's nobody else sitting next to me, so I'm not sure how I did. Oh, that includes the other vehicles over to my left, too. So that the best this hour is 900. Is there a limit? This hour, 999, 970. Is that the highest you can get? Is there nothing greater than a billion? Or, no, is it a million? I can't really, yeah, a million. Yeah, I'll take 212,870, considering I'm basically shooting one-handed. And yeah, I'm good, I'm happy. What else we got? What time is it? It is 8:42. So we've got time for, gosh, I didn't even think about that. You know what? We're gonna walk towards Radiator Springs Racers next and try to do some mental math and figure out when do we get into the Radiator Springs Racers queue. Do I want to go standby? Do I want to show you what standby's like? I think I do. I mean, I could go or single rider, but I feel like that's cheating when it comes to, you know, park science and teaching, you know, and helping you guys understand. Okay, so leaving Toy Story Midway Mania at 8:43, checking the app. Let's see. Radiator Springs Racers is closed. Look at, dude, come on. What is, okay, so I'm just looking at, here's all the attractions that are closed right now. Oh, Goofy Sky School is open. Jesse's is closed. I think is that because of World of Color? Incredicoaster is closed. Radiator Springs Racers is closed. Silly Symphony Swings are closed. That's for World of Color. So that completely ruins our night. Now what? And Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout is 90 minutes, so not the time to get in this queue. We're gonna wait. We're gonna try to hold that off as long as possible. So I guess that opens up Goofy Sky School, although I kind of feel like we might be too late. With those attractions closed and that attraction just opening up, it's going to draw a lot of guests in that direction, but we'll go put eyes on it just the same. Good news is that while a lot of those attractions are closed, that doesn't help us in terms of pulling guests towards Goofy Sky School. The good news is that World of Color is also pulling a bunch of guests away from all of those attractions, so we're hoping that we're going to get well, I'm still hoping for a discount here, hoping for 20 minutes. We'll know almost immediately. And it is still posted at 20. Not a lot of guests coming in. This is it. It's just the one ramp up. I think we're good. The back of the queue is out here beyond the threshold, but that's also because there's nobody, they're not using this bullpen, they're not using the garden. It looks like they are just now starting to put people into this first switchback. But there's nobody in Lightning Lane, so this is going to be a breeze right now. Clock has started, we're 30 seconds in. We're going to be in our vehicle probably by 15 minutes is my guess, maybe less, assuming Lightning Lane stays like that. So my thinking with regard to Radiator Springs Racers, as I was going to say, where we're going to walk in that direction, my guess is that it's probably going to be posted about 60 minutes right now if it were open. 60 minutes, but it's an actual 45, maybe 45. So we would have wanted to have been in the queue by 9:05, I think at the latest. 9:05 would have been ideal. I'm saying all this, I'm giving you this info for those of you who are curious. I'm going to give you my plan. If this were to actually have happened, that would have been the strategies to get into that queue at 9:05. Maybe no, because we got to include the ride time. It's only like a 5-minute ride though. We'll call it 7 to get in and out of the vehicles, etc. So we're gonna, plus or minus 7, so 9 o'clock. We'll call that an even 9 o'clock. That gets you out by probably 9:52, and that gives you 8 minutes to make your way from Radiator Springs Racers to Mission Breakout. There's no shortcut though. You can't cut through that old Luigi's ramp there, so you'd have to go all the way around. But I think I think you can get that done in about 5 minutes. So that would have been the strategy. It is now 8:50. So technically, if we can get this done in like that 10 minutes that I'm hoping, we could still see that strategy happen if for some reason we were able to get Radiator Springs Racers back online by the end of this ride. All right, so that's 12 minutes to the mix. Not bad. I thought it might be quicker, but 12 minutes is good. 2 more minutes to get to the vehicle, so we're in there under 15. Oh!
You just soared with the Eagles. Sort of. Now, please stay in your seat till you're given the okay from our ground crew. Then lift up the lap bar and step on out to your left.
Well, that worked out pretty well timing-wise. We got in and out of there in 20 minutes. It is now 9:06 as we make our way down the pre-quarter. I guess, I don't know what happened, but I didn't hit the record button until halfway into the ride, so you only got half of the track. It was scary. World of Color was happening while it was going on. I freaked out like I always do on Goofy Sky School, same old chestnut. I should mention, out of curiosity, as I was waiting for the 8 o'clock bell to hit, having my pretzel and beer over there by Silly Symphony Swings, it occurred to me I wanted to check to see what the availability was for virtual queue for World of Color. It is still on, always has been on virtual queue, but it's not that competitive. The 9 o'clock show was sold out, but I'll bet you can probably find a spot in there. But the 10 o'clock show, the next one, the 10:15 show, the one that starts after park closing, still wide open. You could get one. That was at 7:45 p.m. I got a virtual queue for the 10:15 show. So, plus, even if you don't get that one, I've walked right in, got front row standing seating, front row standing at World of Color for the 10:15 show. It is not that competitive at all. It is 9:09 right now, and we're about to put that theory to test. The one that I just explained while we were waiting in line for Goofy Sky School. Radiator Springs Racers is open. It did reopen while we were on Goofy Sky School and is now at a posted 50. I'm gonna say that's probably more like 40, which means if we can, it would be so close. We're gonna try. I'm gonna get in that queue right now at 9:09. Well, it'll be 9:13 by the time we get there. And if we miss Mission Breakout, that's okay. I wanna know what standby is like after 9 o'clock at Radiator Springs Racers. That was the whole goal for this, session. Well, part of it anyway, in terms of, closing the park and looking for discounts on Radiator Springs Racers. There aren't many. You guys, there are not very many discounts to be found at Radiator Springs Racers, but the last 2 hours usually is one. Last hour, really. It's posted 50. I'm gonna hope that a lot of people are over there watching World of Color right now. It's not the best show. So maybe it's not pulling as many guests as I would have hoped. And as it happens, Route 66 is still doing quite well right now. That's a lot of people out here.
Hey, Fish Banks.
Hey, how are you? It's happening here a little bit in Cars Land at what is now 9:10. 50, posted 50. That gets us on the vehicle right at 10 o'clock. I'm hoping for something like 35, 40. That gets us on the ride, around the track, out of the vehicle, and on our way in time to catch Mission Breakout before closing. All right. Fingers crossed. Hoping for the best. Use your visual cues to tell you if it's a good deal or not. So far, so good. Light up here out front. 50 minutes on the board still. Nothing happening in this bonus section right here, and almost totally vacant to our left. This is a very good start so far, looking good for getting something inside of 50 minutes. I'm going to leave this thing rolling to catch a real-time experience. I'm going to leave this rolling as long as possible. No sign of single rider yet, no sign of lightning lane, no sign of the back of the standby queue. I would love anything inside one of those first 3 rooms. Ooh, single rider is actually kind of stacked right now. That's pretty deep for single rider right here for this time of night. But I'll take anything inside the garage. Okay, so we're at the fountain. When I was saying I'll take anything inside that first room there. So this is fine. Let's see, start the clock here, by the way. It's 9:12. I forgot to start the clock. This will work as long as we don't get any sort of interruption with lightning lane here. You can process this pretty quickly. You could process this in 40 minutes if it's smooth. If we can keep moving. Crap. They just turned the house lights on. The music has stopped. Oh, God. Are you serious? Darn it. We would have required optimal operation, I think, to get done before 10 or before 9:50 even to get to the vehicle. I don't know for how long. I'm going to try and hang out for one of these. If this is a micro stop, it usually takes at least 5 or 10 minutes though to get the queue moving again after a micro stop like this. And believe me, I know I have spent many, many hours in this queue. And invariably, this is what happens also when you get a breakdown is not just, do you lose time, but the lightning lane backs up too, right? So this was empty when we arrived. It is now going down almost to the fountain there. So that's, all these guests here are going to get the first priority when this thing ramps back up. I'm at a point now where I can probably bounce safely. We've been in this queue, or we've been paused for just 2 minutes so far, but I don't expect that to be the limit of things. We're in the queue now for 6 minutes, 23 seconds. It's 9:19. If I bounce now, I could ride Maters, I could ride Monsters Inc., and have time to still get in the queue for Mission Breakout. This is one of the more annoying things also, is that while you're waiting in here, they keep replaying there's hardly any air in between the breakdown announcements, like, we know! I'm gonna give this like another 30 seconds, I think, to see if these lights go down. I'll try my best. I just watched that clock just ticking, and I'm like, I could be doing stuff right now. I guess I want to do some show, so we're gonna pivot into a Mission Breakout finale and go find Monsters Inc. and Maters perhaps. Those are 2 things we can get done, I'm sure. Carsland is really pretty at night. I'm not here in the park, period, often enough at night. But Carsland's really pretty at night. Look at this. Well, it looks like the water features are off here. I wonder what that's about. They need to be getting ready soon to start installing some of the Halloween decorations too. They usually get a head start by about a week or 2 on that stuff. Maters, let's see. Nobody's in the queue right now. I could do this twice. They're sending them straight in. Oh, that's so cool. We're not even going over here to the right. They're just sending us straight in. That's fantastic. We're in the next rotation. Thank you. Right side, all right. All right, I mean, we didn't even have to wait in the bullpen over here either.
Hey everybody!
Right in the side gate.
Welcome to the cutest little town in Carburetor County.
Thanks, Mater.
Listen up now. Please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the...
This is significantly better than waiting in that Radiator Springs Racers queues. Are you kidding me?
Hey everybody!
I made that decision probably 2 minutes ago to get out of that queue. 2 minutes ago, and I'm already in a vehicle here at Maters. Man, I mean, Radiator Springs is awesome, but man, it's a commitment. You really got to want to do it. But the problem is that there's not enough to do here in DCA. There's not enough attractions, not enough cheap ones like this where you can get in super quick, right? So you feel kind of stuck. You have to ride Radiator Springs races because what else are you going to do? How many times can I ride Maters, right?
Do as I do and tug on the seatbelt for me, please. Do as I do and tug on the seatbelt for me, please.
Got it.
Thank you.
Anyway, Maters is great. It's great. And after this, hopefully we should have time for
What would you call my friend Finn
Monsters.
Mitchell if he lifted weights for a long time?
McMuscle. Uh-huh. I know dad jokes. Here we go. This should be a good one. Yo! Yeah! Whoa! Booty slide. Oh no! Oh no! I thought we had one more. I guess that's it. All right, easy peasy. 9:27. Should have time, more than enough time, for one more. We could try web slingers. I always lean. I don't like web slingers, man. I don't like it. I mean, I like it, but it's not like, oh God, I gotta go ride web slingers. But the science brain in me says this is a good time to catch web slingers. This is going to be the best opportunity that we'll probably have to ride, and it's going to be 30 minutes or less. Let's just check. Let's see. Web slingers. They took 5 minutes. It says 5 minutes. Come on. Let's just do web slingers then, right? 5 minutes? Meanwhile, Radiator Springs Racers is officially closed. So we did the right thing. We used my instincts on that and said, this is not going to happen. It's going to be a while. And we saved ourselves quite a bit of time. We could have just, you're going to spend the rest of your night. If you stay in Radiator Springs Racers, you're going to spend the rest of the night in that queue. Your night is over if you stay in there. So it's closed now. It probably will reopen, but that's going to be it. You're going to be stuck in that queue until 10 o'clock. Actually, after 10 o'clock, you will not have had an opportunity to do a last minute attraction. You will be in the Radiator Springs. Those guests that are in the queue now, where I was, they'll be in there. Hi, how are you? Oh, thank you. They're going to be in that queue for well after 10 p.m. So that's it. They're done. Their night is over. Meanwhile, we are going to take advantage of web slingers. 5 minutes. Wow. I was here earlier today doing recon on this attraction for State of DCA. And it was posted at 40, but this queue was full, that queue was full, and I'm like, no, that's probably 50 or 60. But we're gonna walk right on. What a discount. And indeed, we're into the pre-show here, and it's just about 5 minutes.
Everyday people like you. Take me, for example. Peter Parker. Hey, what's up? I'm Peter Parker, and here at Web we got access to some pretty awesome tech, like vibranium from Wakanda, or this crazy alien juice stuff. We have Pym particles and Star Tech.
These robotic helpers that can break down raw material and create all kinds of useful tech. But because they are stuck in self-replication mode, the spider bots are currently consuming everything in sight and multiplying at an alarming rate. You might need some help. Perhaps I'll call the Avengers?
Don't worry, everyone. I got this. Okay, everybody. Open house is canceled.
Wise idea. Okay, we have a plan. Please move quickly through the doors and down the hall to the Slinger vehicle there. Your open house demo has been upgraded to a high-stakes mission to save Avengers campus.
Activating motion tracking, assigning individualized color profiles, left shifters calibrating. You there, Spider-Man?
I'm here. Where are you?
On our way.
All right, we're going one.
Am I glad to see you guys?
Wow,
They're heading into the tunnel.
that's actually not bad for me. I'm terrible at this game.
Elevating threat level.
All right, that was terrible. I did terrible.
We did! But I'm detecting unstable thoughts ahead. Elevating
I couldn't
threat
find
level
these
to
targets.
legit crazy!
Yeah, that sounds
Legit crazy.
Make the yellow power cells also Spider-Man losing consciousness in 3. Stop them!
Well, I
I can't believe the chain
sucks.
reactions, they worked! You guys were amazing!
I'm very impressed, Spider-Man. You really solved the problem.
Well, I couldn't have done it without them.
That was also your idea.
Hey, it's Peter! Looks like you guys and Spider-Man really saved the day.
Thanks for attending our open house presentation and preventing the destruction of the world as we know it.
I get. So that's 9:45. Exiting Web Slingers. Checking. Still says posted 75 minutes. That is sick for Mission Breakout. My goodness. 75 minutes. Radiator Springs Racers is still closed. So my instincts were correct. Look more on that one. There's Mission Breakout at 9:49. Now I'm hoping, actually, something we noticed that stayed at DCA today. Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie were all three running. All 3 elevators were operational earlier today, and yet the wait times were still 75 minutes, and we're still seeing 75 minutes now on the tip board as we approach it just shy of 10 o'clock. But I'm hoping that that's got to be better, right? We're running at full capacity. We should be, it should be better, right? More efficient. And they still have it at 9:49 at 75 minutes. Let's get a clock started. Oh man, it is definitely full in here. Oh boy. We're using almost all of the queue. Are we outside also? I think we are. Yeah, I think I saw some queue outside the queue proper. Well, any idea that there was a discount at getting into this queue just before closing? Not so much. We've been in the queue now for, let's see, 30 minutes. And we're still outside. We're not inside yet, obviously. But the good news is that it's 10:21, and things have really started to move. I don't know if you can see the movement, but there's a lot of movement in the queue, and I have a feeling, I'm hoping this is due to them no longer having to deal with lightning lane. So there's a lot better flow going on here. They've quickly cleared. We were out there outside in the that bonus area back there. We were out there just a few minutes ago, and that whole section has been cleared. So it's gotten significantly better, but we're still at, like I said, 31 minutes. I figure probably 10 more to the door, 5 to the pre-show, and then maybe 10 more inside, so maybe 60 minutes when we're done. Technically, I guess that's a discount, but I was hoping for something like 40, but that ain't gonna happen if it's 32 minutes right now. I may have to retract that. Now we're cooking. I mean, it's at 34 minutes now, but we're heading into the building. That was what I thought might be, I don't remember what I said, but it was a lot. But it's going to have been just about 2 minutes since we spoke last. And that's 35 minutes into the final stretch here, into the actual building. And you can see it's still moving. They are just pumping guests through this queue now. Fantastic. This thing could actually be efficient if it wasn't for Lightning Lane. Dude, sweet. 1 minute. Maybe 2. To get sorted. We have now mixed. Well, there is no Lightning Lane. So I got sorted in 37. That's absolutely insane. Took us 30 minutes to get through roughly half of that exterior queue out there. 7 minutes to get through the other half plus the interior. Amazing what Lightning Lane does to a standby queue. This has been a blueprint of how efficient this attraction can be if it just didn't have it. Lightning Lane kills standby.
My friends, we're one step closer to your exciting encounter with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
That was not part of the plan. What? Of course I escaped. For those of you who have not been paying attention, the name's Rocket, one of the Guardians of the Galaxy. The smart one. This is in the getaway ship waiting for my seat. And then we'll be on our merry way. But this plan won't work unless you will.
Wow. 41 minutes. Incredible. All right, Lessa. And as we wait to get into our elevators, if I'm not mistaken, Bravo is offline again. We've been operating without Bravo tonight. I don't think there would be guests in that space right there. But it was definitely working this morning. I have video footage to prove it. Hi guys. We kind of did it, ish. 52 minutes. So 10 minutes up here at 1, please.
Get going down.
gotta get ready to
Wow. It's dead out here now. It's so quiet. What a trip. We got in that queue, it was fully bonkers. We get out, it is 10:51. Very, very chill. Actually, still, it's 10:51. There's still an hour and 9 minutes left to go if you want to park hop at Disneyland. We're not going to do that tonight, but that's an hour and 9 minutes is actually a lot of time at Disneyland. At this time of night, you can get a lot done between now and midnight, but we're not going to. We had a pretty good night. I mean, what, we got Toy Story Midway Mania, Goofy Sky School. It wasn't the night that we were expecting or that we were trying to have, but we pivoted well. Midway, Goofy, Maters, Web Slingers, and Mission Breakout, and beer and a pretzel at Silly Symphony Swings. I mean, that is what I was going for this closing night. So I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty satisfied with that. There is a discount. There is a discount to be had at Mission Breakout, but you got to get there right at closing in order to feel it, in order to realize that. You have to get there at like 10:55. I got there at 10:45, I want to say. 10:45, I think it was. So we still had a full queue. But it's after 10 o'clock. No, I sorry, 9:45, not 10:45. But it's after 10 o'clock when they stop letting in, when Lightning Lane ends, that's when things pick up. So you can turn a 75-minute queue there into a 45-minute queue probably. Ours wound up being 51, which is better than I thought we were going to do. When I was out there 30 minutes, it was 28 minutes and I was outside over there in that bonus section, the part that's outside the exterior queue. It was at like 28 minutes when I was out there. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna get home at midnight. But I'm not now. I'm gonna go home and see my wife. And I'll see you guys on another night. Thanks for watching. We love you. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And Fresh Bake. Oh, and I also forgot. Don't forget, freshbakepresents.com. There's a link in the description. Use that link to get, well, we're calling it an app, but it operates like an app. Anyway, community construction updates. You can participate. You can be part of the Fresh Bake community and become part of the street team too. I've been using some of those photos that we're collecting from freshbakepresents.com, the app, and putting those into our construction reports. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm trying to train myself to mention these things as often as possible in these videos, but please do remember. And we'll see you next time. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Fresh Baked.